Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fun card using my new secret message die set. So you've got 6x6 and a 5x7. I'm going to use the 6x6 today, but how I put this together is exactly how the 5x7 works. I've also found some alternative ways to use the die set. So if you've been following me, then you'll know that I like to be able to get more out of the dies than what they're initially intended to do. So head over to Made to Surprise, make sure you're subscribed over there on YouTube, and you'll be able to see those cards once I get those all uploaded. So it's a really fun start. It's been around for a long time, but I thought it'd be nice to have a die form. So like I said, I've done the 6x6 and 5x7 because they're the most popular sizes. I'm also going to be using it with the new stamp set. So this is the Secret Messages sentiments. So these sentiments are designed to fit within the panel sections in both of the sets. I'm going to be decorating it with the brand new paper pad here, which I just absolutely love. You've got some really fun, modern but 80s kind of style designs. So you've got your mix there of your swirls and stripes, polka dots, a bit of everything. Just really fun. And then this is going to be a birthday card, so I'm using the new birthday surprise stamp and die sets. You've got some really fun icons here, which you'll see I've already gone ahead and prepared everything. All of the ones that are highlighted in the darker colours are the dies to cut around them, and then you've got your 4 sentiments there as well. So you get 12 dies and 16 stamps. Also, I forgot to mention the paper pad, 3 each of 8 designs. It's 190 GSM. I'm also going to be using it with my cheeky stamps. So if you purchased these a couple of months ago now, maybe 3 months ago, you'll find that most of these across the 3 stamp sets will also fit within the panels within the secret messages. So I try and look back at other sets, and if I can, where possible, I try and get them to fit across other die sets as well. And these sentiments work brilliantly with this like kind of kinetic card as well. So if you've got them, I'm using the Drinks Flow one. I'm using the it's 5 p.m. somewhere now, pass me a cocktail and time to drink champagne and dance on the table. And then for the belly band, I've pulled out my bold sentiment set. You get stamps and dies, and I'm going to have It's Party Time on the belly band. So it's a nice and easy one to put together. You spend most of your time choosing your papers and stamping and colouring all of your design. So in the set, you get your main die here. So you want to pass this through. This will go through a standard die machine. It would just fit on your base plate of your, well, I've got the Sizzix here. If I just show you there, it will just go through the sides. So you'll probably need the extender plate, but it will go through your smaller machines. 5x7, you will need your larger format. So pass that through and it will give you this. You get your 3 cut lines, and then you'll get your 3 guide score lines. So just go over those with your scoreboard, and then I'll just flip this over. You want to fold in the sides, so there's your gate fold, and then I just fold the middle one in both orientations. Just fold all of them, to be fair. This is a colourful cardstock, so it doesn't crack. You just fold them all back because it will move in both directions. Okay. You'll then see that you've got one big rectangle and then these 2 together. So these 2 nest together. So if you get all of your dies, when you receive them, they'll be like this. You can see the largest one. So that one there, you want to cut twice. And that's going to be for the panels that weave through these sections. Okay. So I've got my 2 there. And then you'll see these 2 nest together. So these are the 2 smallest. So you've got your mats and layers there. I'm not doing mats and layers. I've just done layers. See, they fit in there. So I've done the swirly paper for the sides. So when the card's displayed, this is the paper you're going to see. Oh, I forgot to show the new embossing folder. To match the papers, I've got this fun swirly lines embossing folder. It's 8x8. Lots of people like this larger size because then it can work across many size cards. It's really fun. So you can see how that design comes through on the cardstock. So that is going to be on the front of the card. I've done a 5x7 version over on my Made to Surprise channel, similar. You can see there how that looks on the front, and then they open it up and we will have this pattern paper. So in fact, I'm just going to stick all those down so they're out of the way, and then I'll show you how to weave the panels through. Okay, so that's everything stuck down. You don't have to have these in pink. You can have them in white, and then you can stamp directly onto the panels. And again, I'll show you that in the 5x7 version. But this time I thought I'd do them in the same colour, and then I've got all my decoration using the mats and layers, which come in the set to go on those individual panels. So you want to take one of these and you want to go over, under, or under, over. Doesn't matter how you do it, each one, as long as each one's opposite to that. So over the top one, under the next one, over that one, and then under the last one. Okay, and then this will now go under the first one, so it's opposite to how I started that one, over the middle one, and then under. And by doing this, it's locking all of this in together. So you don't need to add any glue. In fact, you don't want to add any glue, otherwise it won't work. And then over that bottom one. So that one went over, under, and this one went under, over. Okay. Now I'm not going to show the reveal yet, because when it's all pink like this, it's not really going to make a lot of sense. It's not until you add the decoration that it's really going to come together. So in the set, you also get these mats and layers and then these smaller ones, and that's for these top small areas and then all of your main panels. So I think when you open up the card, I want to have happy birthday. So that one there. And then I think I'm going to have, it's 5 p.m. somewhere. I'm going to have the glass and the microphone and the little streamer there. And then using the polka dot print, I have just cut, like I said, I've just done the mats. I haven't done mats and layers. You'll see them on other samples. I'm going to go for those there. So that's how the card will look when it's open, when it's displayed. I think that looks really fun. So I'm going to get all of those stuck down. So that's everything stuck down. Again, when it's closed, open, and then it will be displayed like so. Now for the hidden message section, when you push this together, this starts to open and it reveals this whole other panel. You can also have it displayed like this as well. Now I say in my other videos, you can put an instruction in this, but if you're sending it to someone, you're more than likely you're going to speak to them on the day that they receive the card, or they might ring you to say thank you, and then you can say to them, did you see the secret message? Have you found it? The whole point of this card is to get people kind of working and finding it for themselves rather than just telling them. So I think if you're especially with the person, I think it'd be really fun watching them try to find this out. It's like those silly games that we would get at Christmas time, and you'd have to try and get the rope off of the metal and all that kind of stuff. The fun is in trying to find it or solve it. So you've got the same panel arrangement as you've got on the front, and then if you just close that up, it just pops back again. Now that's not the back, that's not what I've shown you for anybody that's new to this. This is the reverse of these front pieces. So when I decorate this, you'll see the back will still be plain once these are on. I'm trying not to sound too complicated. So now inside, I think I'm going to have, you've made it another year, time to drink champagne and dance on the table. So there'll be the inside sentiments. Now you could have, obviously this is going to be great if you're announcing, you know, that you're pregnant, you're getting married, you just want to send a funny, maybe slightly rude message to someone. The 5x7, I think you could probably even get a gift card in there as well. You could pop some money on here. I think that would be good as well, especially if you don't tell them how to access it, but you just say to them, by the way, there's money in here. Just fold it down or something. I think it'd be quite fun. And then I'm going to have the camera and the drinks. And then, oh, I need to cut my paper again. So I think I'll use the swirly paper, and I'm going to stick those down in those areas. Okay, so that's everything stuck down inside. So now this is where it will all kind of make more sense. So when you just close it that way, you can see there's nothing on the back. So you can imagine, you know, you say to someone, so there's money inside this card somewhere, can you find it? They might pull it apart if they're that way inclined, but you'd like to think that they start just looking around and yeah, eventually unlock this middle section. Very, very clever. Love this. So now I'm going to decorate the topper. So I've got this piece of 1 inch by, it's like A4 length, 11 inches will be fine as long as it can wrap around. Like so. If it joins, then that's good because you can just add the glue there. If not, you can attach it with you know, a big circle die cut or any shape will work, but I'm just going to add a little glue there and just close that down. Just let that dry for a second. So I've got all these bits here. Now I've taken the little music notes. They're from the Magic Colour Slide Edition set. They just work really nice because you've got the microphone. But this is how the big bold sentiments look. So I've just die cut the party shadow in white card, and then I've cut 3 of the actual word party, stuck them together so there's a bit of dimension there. So that is now going to stick across there, probably lift it up on a bit of foam, and then I'm going to attach its time to, so it's just stuck along the top there. And then I'm just going to add some of these icons around. I have like the camera up there. Everything will be attached to the belly band, so when you slide the belly band off, you're sliding all of this off with it. Okay, so there is the finished topper. I have gone a bit over the top with it, but I think it looks really cool. So you just slide your belly band and then you reveal all of these panels, and then you made it another year. Time to drink champagne and dance on the table. I know a friend who I could give this to. It's perfect for her. So yeah, I probably will actually save it for her. And again, you can see, and then you've got your space on the back to write your message. You can add a couple of panels again on there if you want to. It's entirely up to you, but I just like that it can all be displayed. Keep the belly band there with it as well. Very, very fun card. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. All of this new product you can find it over on the CraftStash website by clicking here. Make sure you subscribe to the CraftStash YouTube channel, and that way you won't miss out on any future videos. And check out this tutorial next for some more inspiration.